What up, YouTube? Rich the Return Rider. Back in the saddle here, guys. Coming here from Lake City, Florida. I know I've been MIA for a while, a couple of months. And you can see from the title there, man, why I almost sold the 2019 Honda Goldwing. I'll roll the intro and we're going to talk about it on the other side of the video.
Yeah, that's the feeling.
Been a while since I heard that flat six sing. Let the big iron settle down again. Got some highway rust here on my soul. Time to let that blacktop make me whole. Rich as a return rider, let the good times roll. Chasing after freedom down this never an asphalt road. Pointing this wing towards a distant horizon line. Yeah, this feeling's better than a bottle of aged wine. Yeah, better than a bottle of aged wine. Back in the saddle.
Yes, YouTube, back in the saddle, man. Been MIA for a couple of months here. And as you can see from the title there, like I said, guys, how I almost sold the Honda Goldwing. So let's talk about it here as we take a little ride out, getting acclimated to the bike all over again. And we were going to have a discussion to whom it may concern on where I've been and what's been going on. For all you folks that's here for the first time, thanks for tuning in. For all you folks that's return viewers, I appreciate you coming back. For all that subscribe to the channel, guys, I appreciate your support. For you folks that haven't yet subscribed, guys, it takes nothing off you to hit that subscribe button so we can get this channel back on the road. So yeah, folks, excited to be back, excited to be riding. My videos, I like to start my videos out getting acclimated to the controls. So I usually start my video out with a little bit of a U-turn, but today we are going to be doing a figure eight. Make sure I haven't lost the skills. A little rusty on my emergency braking, something I'm going to have to practice on. But yeah, back on the bike, man. 2019 Honda Goldwing. For a lot of folks out there, a couple of folks out there have been reaching out to find out where I've been and what I've been doing and how I've been doing, more importantly. Special shout out to Boots and Jeans Riders. Rich called me to check on me. He was recently in the area here. Didn't get the opportunity to ride with them again. But it's been a lot going on, folks. And my buddy Dave from Ocala, we did a video recently out riding, him and his wife on his trike, and Boots and Jeans Riders. But yeah, guys, I'm here, man. I briefly went through a little bit of illness there. Oh man, that U-turn felt so good. I think I'm going to do another one here, guys. It's a little sandy, so again, yeah, had a kidney stone that got out of control there, I should say. Caused an infection to the lower back and spine area. Hospitalized me for about 4 days, and just happy to be back, man. I had a temperature of 103 and on all kind of antibiotic, making the task as simple as just walking challenging. Lots of back pains, guys. Man, I want to give a shout out for a speedy recovery to somebody like Slappy Adventures that's been through back surgery. Mine was nothing that severe, but definitely painful. Kidney stone, guys. Could you imagine that? You know, my doctors did say to me, hey man, getting older is not for the faint of heart. But anyway, guys, yeah. So in the time that I was away off the bike, Lorna has also had a procedure done. We're not going into details about it, but she's recovering also from surgery. Let's get some throttle therapy in, guys. Oh my God, guys. What you're listening to today is the Shark Road exhaust. Flexing the muscle here a little bit, man, on the 1800cc Honda Goldwing. But yeah, so Lorna, for you folks that always ask in the comment section how Lorna is doing, she's recovering from a surgery also. Unfortunately, both of these things came pretty close together, but it was awesome. My daughters were on point. The girls took good care of both of us. Like I said, hers was pretty much just was a surgery, pretty significant surgery. I won't go into details about it, but she's doing well. She's a trooper. But what I want to talk about is, you see the title from the video there, man, was getting rid of the Honda Goldwing. Now, I did sell. I had a 2007 CBR 600RR that I was using as a track bike, hoping to get some practice on riding through the twisties, having some fun of a track that's just local here. Jennings GP is called. Had some fun with that bike. It wasn't a very hard decision to get rid of that bike, but the tough decision came when it was time for me to consider getting rid of the bike that got me back into riding after being away for 20 plus years. And that was the M109R, the Suzuki Boulevard 2012 M109R. The deal with that bike, guys, is I've had that bike for probably 5 or 6 years, never thought about getting rid of the bike. But yeah, the M109R, man, 2012, some folks came up, bought the bike. Now on that bike, I rode it very little. You know, the opportunity of stopping someplace without bags and putting things on that bike was always going to be a challenge. Again, unless I added some bags to the bike, which I never wanted to do. And you know, too old to be riding around with a backpack. I don't want to do that. It's not a sports bike. So yeah, got rid of it. Bike went to a great family. 3 brothers came and picked the bike up. They all are M109R enthusiasts. Did a little video about the bike being sold. But then, as I was going through my recovery, started getting kind of, I think it's time to give up riding the motorcycle thing. Covered the bike up as I go to the garage from time to time, and I look at the bike. The wife said to me, hey man, don't be too hasty on selling the Goldwing. So I'm going to credit the Goldwing still being here to my wife Lorna. I appreciate it, because I'll tell you what, after a month or so, and definitely after selling the Boulevard, man, I started jonesing a little as I was contemplating selling this motorcycle. I started thinking about getting the bike back as stock as possible for a new owner. As you look on the side of the bike there, for anyone that knew before, I took the stickers off for Ruby. I was getting ready to take the stickers off for the also for the YouTube channel. The last thing I was going to do, guys, was to swap back out the Shark Road exhaust for the stock. Now, if somebody had came and bought the bike and liked the exhaust, I would have left the exhaust on it. But I know a lot of the Goldwing folks, I've been watching some videos where they're not a big fan of the Shark Road exhaust. I love those things, guys. I just love hearing the rhythm and the beat of an 1800cc motorcycle, 125 horsepower, 125 foot-pounds of torque. This is my fun, guy. This is my sport here. This is twisting that throttle is truly therapy for me. You know, I even stopped watching a lot of YouTube content with motorcycles, and I started watching more car videos. The Hellcats, the Supras, all of the performance cars, the CTSVs. And I was like, man, am I going to go back down that really, really expensive road to get the thrill of that throttle therapy? But decided against it as I started to do my rehab and, you know, my physical therapy. After a little while out of work and getting back on my feet, the physical therapy and stuff like that was going so well that I would go out from time to time and just uncover the bike and put my foot over the bike. I have a way of climbing on the bike. I try to stop doing that for a little while because my fear was dropping the bike. And it's not even riding the motorcycle, it was dropping the bike and being unable to pick it up. I'm not going to make this video too long, but I just want to let you guys know what I've been out here doing, what I went through, not even in as far as the sickness, but the getting rid of the motorcycle thing. Folks, man, if you ride a motorcycle and you get rid of that motorcycle, there is a void missing. I spoke to folks that used to ride years ago, and their only concern was about the dangers of being on a bike. And I gotta tell you, my biggest danger being on a bike is wildlife out here. I don't even worry about cars anymore, even though I know cars is a problem. But you know, you expect certain things from drivers. You learn that defensive driving techniques. You know, again, somebody like MC Ryder is gonna say, hey, road strategies, but do not forget the techniques that you need to learn out there to protect yourself. You know, road strategies and learning some maneuvering techniques, guys. That's why I always say in my videos, braking and swerving is that one tool that you gotta have. And that's not me talking, that's coming from the experts. That's not my opinion. Back out on the Goldwing, man, having a blast. I gotta tell you, my first ride back out was on the M109R. And because of the suspension of that bike and the way that bike handles and the roughness of that motorcycle, man, I could still feel it jarring in my lower back. And I was like, oh. Then a little after that, I got on the Goldwing. And the Goldwing gave me such a different feeling, such a comfort. One of the things that I am contemplating here also is getting something to hold that backrest in place. And I see Traction Dynamics have something, and I'm really interested in that part, because one of the comforts on the motorcycle now is having the backrest down. Being on the pegs is not as comfortable because I'm putting more pressure on my lower back. But guys, the Goldwing, man, you know what they always say, riding the Goldwing is like sitting in your car, sitting on your couch. I know I haven't owned a lot of other motorcycles, but I am still convinced that the Goldwing is one of the greatest motorcycles. Like I said, man, thought about selling the Goldwing. The wife kind of helped me dismiss that idea, and I am back out here. Just gonna take a short ride here, and I am having an absolute blast. Rich the Return Rider, we are back at it. Gonna be trying to put some content out there. Don't care about the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, man. I just want to have some fun, and this is fun. I'm here, I'm doing fine. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the motorcycle riding community and all the folks that reached out. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna end the video here. You know what I always say in my videos, man, I don't care what you ride, add some protection to your motorcycle. Do the advanced safety classes, guys. Add some protection to yourself. At the end of the day, practice emergency braking, braking and swerving. The experts claim that's the one tool we should have in our toolbox to help keep us safe out there on the streets, guys. Do the parking lot drills, the slow speed maneuvers. At the end of the day, it's better that you drop your bike on the concourse or on the parking lot than to crash them out there on the streets. Rich, out on Ruby, the 2019 Honda Goldwing, and you know what? I think I'm gonna have this motorcycle till I'm probably 80 years old. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.
Rich the Return Rider on the scene. New chapter unfold, the road stay clean. Me and the Goldwing, you know we a glide. Big chrome machine, good vibration inside. Every mile a journey, every sunrise a prize. So come ride with it and watch the adventure rise. Yeah, man.